What's up, booty chasers? It's your boy Henry Davids, and in this video I'm gonna give you 3 tips how to overcome the fear of approaching women by day. And those tips will help you to approach girls way more easier. But first, the intro. My fellow booty chasers, I also know the feeling when walking on the street and seeing a beautiful girl I want to do something with. Or the feeling when you do groceries and you walk around to the fruit corner and you randomly touch the hand of a very attractive woman who also wants the same apple. She looks at you and she smiles at you, but what do you do? What do you say and how do you respond? You feel the pressure and your head feels like a red swollen tomato. You just gave her a random look, like a creepy smile. You don't even know how awkward the look was, but you couldn't say anything and she took the apple and walked away. You just missed an opportunity who's never going to get back. Well, actually this grocery thing happened to me a couple years ago. How many times this happened to you? And how many times you just let attractive women go? Are you letting those attractive women go in the future as well? Or do you want to be prepared? Well, I wasn't prepared for years. When I saw an attractive, beautiful woman on the street, I couldn't do anything. I was afraid and I don't know what to say. But before I got to sleep, I was thinking about what will happen if I just approached that woman, and if she liked me and we were on a date and everything went out nice. And I was confident about myself that I just will approach the beautiful woman next time. But nothing actually really happened until I got fed up with it. I started to study guys who were badass with girls first in the night, and then I found out that approaching girls by day is even easier and even way more fun and doesn't take that lot of time. So I just started to do it. I got rejected a lot of time, but every time I did it, I got more confident and everything went more natural for me. If you're confident to approach girls and you get better with girls, you'll get more success in every aspect in life. Your health, your wealth and everything. Because you're more disciplined, more confident, and you train your brain that you just go for the things that you want. So the first thing I want to share with you is just go for it. Think about what the worst thing can happen if you just approach her. Seriously, the worst thing that can happen is that she will reject you and walk away. And you're probably never gonna see her again, so who cares? And realize that if you want to get a girl, this is the only moment you could approach her. It's now or never. So when you're just like me a couple years ago, a guy who was afraid for girls, you won't approach any girls and you would only think like, what happened if I approached her? What happened if she liked me and I was on a date, and go on and go on. Change your mindset. And of course, you know that you're afraid. But tell yourself that fear is not going to stop you. The only way to get better with women is just approach them. Just about a numbers game. Just do it and you feel way more natural. And when you did it, you feel awesome. You feel great because you did something you were afraid of. You feel great and you feel awesome. And even if she rejected you, the fear to approach women will get less and less and less and less because you train your mind that approaching women is normal. The second thing I want to share with you is practice your communication skills. And yeah, communicating with somebody is a skill. And with every other skill, you have to practice it to get better with it. So if you think you're really good with communication, there are always some things you can practice to get better with. I'm actually working on a very awesome online course right now, and it will be online very soon. This course will skyrocket your communication skills, and I called it the Communication Assassin. It will literally change you to a communication assassin. Very inconspicuous, but very effective. Anyway, if you're a good communicator, you know what to say, how to bring the things you say. You will be much more interesting and you will get way less rejected. It sounds pretty good, right? To be a good communicator, you have to practice that skill. So practice it with your friends, practice it with your parents, practice it with everybody around you. A good beginner's exercise is not to approach the hottest woman first, but to approach random guys in a cafe. Just approach them and start an interaction with them. You will teach your brains that starting conversation with random people you don't even know is something good and something normal. Don't forget, almost everything you do in your life is all about your subconscious mind. So you have to train your subconscious mind first. A very good thing to do is practice some lines. And I actually made up a sheet with 36 sentences to actually know what to say, how to respond to common questions, and you can get it for free in the link in the description or somewhere if you click here. But what's even more important is to genuinely listen to somebody and care what he's saying. Don't overthink what you have to say, just listen and respond to the things he or she is telling you. The last thing I want to tell you is how to grow your confidence. And I know, when you start something new, I know that you want to be a master at it right after it, but this is actually impossible. You have to practice a lot to master something. So every time you approach someone, your fears will get away and you'll get more confident. Don't forget, that's just a numbers game in the beginning. Just approach them. You'll get better and better and you know how to respond on some situations. So That's actually the way how to master something. Women will love your confidence, and even if they reject you, they will admire you because they love to see that you know what you want and go for it. This is something really attractive for a woman. Another reason why I just love to approach women by day is that it doesn't take that much time. You know, if you go out, it will take you the whole night, and maybe the day after you will feel fucked up because you drink too much. It's also another thing you shouldn't do when you go out. Just drink a cup of beer, 3, 4, just feel a little bit more relaxed and not more than that. Anyway, in the beginning when you're starting to approach women, it's really important to be consistent. And it's actually really easy to do that if you approach women by day. So maybe you're going to work or to school by train. Every day you can approach women 30 minutes before and 30 minutes after you came from school or work. In the beginning, this is the key to get better with it. So first practice it. It's all about a numbers game. And then you just, when you walk on the street, you can approach a woman you want. Just approach anyone, any woman. First you want to train your mind that approaching random people on the street is something normal. And then when you see your dream woman, you can approach her like if it's normal. So I understand that maybe you don't want to date something you're not attractive to. But when you didn't practice any of those skills, but how in God's sake you will be able to approach the woman of your dreams when you don't know what to say and how to do it, and if your brain thinks that's something dangerous to do? Be consistent and approach any woman you see. And you will find out the more beautiful the woman is, the more actually the conversation is going on. Because girls who know that they are not really beautiful, they don't actually know why you approach them. Because they don't like themselves, they're gonna shut down. And if you approach a girl who's beautiful and who knows who's beautiful, she will open up. She knows why you approach her because she also thinks that she's beautiful. So it's way more easy to have a good conversation with a very beautiful woman than to have a conversation with a woman who thinks that she's not beautiful at all. But of course, first you have to train your mind to know that's normal to approach random people and that's not danger or something. So first do that and then approach the hottest woman in the world, and you'll find out that's way more easier. And I'm really excited to actually teach you everything, how the day game works in every situation, and give you ways how to do it and different situations, like the direct way, the indirect way, and in restaurants, with the parents, with multiple girls. And I know it's gonna take a lot of confidence, but first I want to finish my communication assassin course, and then I'm gonna work on the day game course. But it will take a lot of time because I have to make a lot of in-field footage, and I want to make this the best day game and just attraction course there is in this whole world. So be a little bit patient, calm your titties, and while I'm working on this, I actually made up a team. Thanks for watching again, guys. If you love this video, please like it, subscribe on my channel, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell, because if I drop any video, you won't miss it. Also, if you want to see what heck I'm doing in my free time, follow me on Instagram as well. And guys, don't forget to get a free sheet with the 36 sentences, because they will help you a lot. Guys, gonna see you later. Peace out.